Hello, hello, hello! Welcome back to the Feel Good Factor. I'm Susmita Veganosaurus, and I'm so glad you could join me here today. Summer of 2019. I'm enjoying a delicious vegan meal on an Emirates flight, heading out on my first solo trip. I have no clue of the unimaginable ways that experience is about to change and enrich my life. When you're traveling alone in a strange country, walking around, exploring, and having meals by yourself, there are many opportunities for contemplation and learning. 3 days into my trip, I'm finding my way to the Giardino degli Aranci, a small hidden treasure of a garden in Rome. I'm completely lost. My phone battery is low, so I can't risk keeping the map open. This means it's wrong turns galore. I bravely walk and walk through deserted lanes, and as the sun descends in the sky, I figure there's a strong possibility of me aimlessly wandering the streets of Rome well into the night. But I managed to find the garden just in time for sunset. The atmosphere is beautiful. Lovely orange trees, not too much of a crowd, a high vantage point over the city, someone singing, couples being sweet and cozy. All that walking, so worth it. As I sit on the parapet wall, watching the sunset over the old buildings of the city, I feel a complex mix of emotions. Pride in myself for being on this solo adventure, joy and gratitude for the beauty around me, a hint of loneliness, wishing for someone to share the moment with, a sense of immense freedom. I can stay here for as long as I want and continue wandering around afterwards also without being tied to anyone else's plans. It's a completely new experience for me to have absolute control and responsibility for myself and the way I spend time. Once you get a taste of that, you're hooked. It shifts your perspective on your life, your own self, and your incredible potential. I returned home from that trip with a subtle but powerful shift in the way I make decisions. When my soul tells me to do something, I just do it without feeling the need to seek permission from anyone else. There's so much more I learned in Italy, but I believe that the confidence to trust my own heart was the most precious lesson of all. You don't have to get lost on the streets of a strange country to embrace freedom in your decisions. Just start tapping into your higher self and let your intuition guide you. And when your soul whispers an inspiring idea into your mind, don't wait for anyone's permission to follow it. I had to read this out to you from a blog post I wrote a few years ago. As we start this new year, mid Jan, but yeah, it is still Jan, I think we need to take more responsibility for our own selves, our own actions, our own decisions. You know, when there are people around us, it could be family, friends, mentors, bosses, colleagues, whoever, we have a tendency to often look to them to approve or to validate, but we don't need that. There's a lot of freedom in making your own choices and doing things your own way. Follow your own heart, take complete responsibility, and then take those steps, make those decisions, whether it's in your life, business, creative projects, travel, whatever it is. And if you liked listening to this podcast episode today, you're surely going to like my newsletter, The Feel Good Tribe. I share a lot of entertaining stories in it. They often carry all kinds of tips or guidance for life, for running a business, for veganism, and so much more. Go to my website veganosaurus.com/newsletter, veganosaurus.com/newsletter, and sign up. Once you sign up, you're going to get a confirmation email. You need to hit confirm on that email. Only then will you be subscribed. I really look forward to having you on the Feel Good Tribe. All right, talk to you again next week. Take care. Thank you so much for listening to this episode of The Feel Good Factor. I'm Susmita Veganosaurus, and I'm looking forward to talking to you again very soon. Bye.